Beer's famous ride during the Revolutionary War? The British are coming, the British are coming. Well, former Minnesota Governor Arne Carlson is planning a Paul Revere tour of his own.
Of course, he's not warning about a foreign invader. He is warning about a massive budget crisis on the way. Pat Kessler joins us now. Pat, you know, this Paul Revere tour has some politicians, as we said earlier, calling Carlson Benedict Arne.
Yeah, and that's Republicans, Frank, who are calling that. Remember that former Governor Carlson is a Republican. It's Republicans who are angry with him. They're calling him a traitor. That's because he's been harshly critical of current Republican Governor Tim Pawlenty and the way he's handled the budget.
Balancing budget.
Former Governor Carlson's up to date on Minnesota finances, and he doesn't like what he sees.
If we continue on this path, the state will go bankrupt. That's the bottom line.
Carlson largely blames outgoing Republican Governor Tim Pawlenty, whom he says is illegally and irresponsibly leaving behind a massive budget crisis.
At some point, the leadership of the state is going to have to cease all this happy talk and come down to real reality. Brilliant.
Carlson is organizing what he calls a Paul Revere tour to warn Minnesota about fiscal danger coming. But he's an outcast in his own Republican Party, even a traitor.
Is this Paul Revere or is this Benedict Arne?
In fact, Republican Party leaders question whether Carlson's a Republican at all.
When you are repeatedly publicly critical of a governor who's done a really good job in keeping Minnesota taxes down, makes you wonder.
It's childish and insulting. But
Carlson says he's critical of all candidates, but he says Republicans especially need to live up to their tradition of fiscal responsibility.
calling me names is not going to solve the financial problem one iota.
Now, Carlson's organizing an 8-city tour of Minnesota in the next couple of months to warn about the budget mess. And Frank and Amelia, he's hoping that Democrats and Republicans and independents all join him on this.
Or maybe Tea Party, too. You know, I heard him on the radio, Pat, and he was ripping everybody, not just the governor. I mean, is he still a Republican?
He tells me he is a Republican. He's just the branch of Republicans that are more moderate than what we see right now. He calls himself a Teddy Roosevelt, Dwight Eisenhower Republican. But remember, a few years ago, he announced that he was endorsing Barack Obama for president.
I remember
That's
well.
Right.
All right.
Thanks, Pat.
You got it.